Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It's beyond evil. I think that nobody could have comprehended that that would have been occurring, and I believe that this crime deserved the punishment that it got.
A life sentence and harsh criticism aimed at Fargo police. Those are the two major developments after a Cass County judge sentenced William Hain for conspiring to commit kidnapping.
Hain will spend life in prison with the possibility of parole. Last month, he was found not guilty of conspiracy to commit murder in the death of Savannah Gray Wind. He earlier pleaded guilty to kidnapping Savannah's newborn baby, Hazley Joe, as well as lying to police.
Hain's former girlfriend, Brooke Cruz, is serving a life sentence in the murder of Savannah Gray Wind. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter, Bailey Hurley, was at the sentencing this morning and has more on our story.
A number of questions arise regarding the police search. The most important question is, how could the police have searched and failed to find Savannah's body and the baby earlier?
Although William Hain and Brooke Cruz are locked behind bars for quite some time, Savannah Gray Wind's family and their notorious attorney, Gloria Allred, are still demanding answers.
This was not a large apartment. Why did they reportedly miss looking at the far side of the bed? Why was there not 24 hours surveillance of the apartment so that neither Savannah's body nor the baby could have been removed?
Asking how Fargo police botched the search for Savannah so badly, suggesting more would have been done if Savannah wasn't a Native American.
The Fargo police chief should stop making excuses and stop trying to justify a search that, in my opinion, should be considered an embarrassment to the police department.
Calling for an apology to Savannah's family and a review of how they respond to missing person cases. And that concern was echoed by Norberta Gray Wind, who later added she and her family are ready to move forward and start healing.
I was happy after being disappointed with the verdict. I didn't expect it, but I was hopeful.
In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Fargo Police Chief David Todd released a statement on Allred's comments this afternoon. We have clipped a piece of it so that you can listen.
I find Gloria Allred's comments unfortunate, and I fear they have the potential to create division between our community and the police department that works so hard through positions, programming, and empathy to build trust with its community.
To hear Chief Todd's full statement, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
It was nice to see a little bit of sunshine today, although I get the feeling we're just kind of hanging on. The question is, for what? Anything out there tonight we should be worrying about, Robert?
Over the next few hours here in Fargo, nothing to worry about, but rain chances increasing later on tonight. Some of that rain has been locally heavy over in western portions of North Dakota. Right now, temperatures a mix of some 30s, 40s, and 50s. Winds generally out of the east and southeast, 5 to 15. Thick clouds to the west. That's where we're seeing the rain. And the rain is headed our way. Already seeing some sprinkles through the Devil's Lake Basin. Here in Fargo again, through the 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours, we stay dry and temperatures slowly fall into the lower 40s. More on those rain chances as we head through the overnight hours. And look at that Halloween forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
That's important. Thanks.
The man from Saturday's fatal landfill accident has been identified as 65-year-old Danny Howard of Grand Forks. Authorities say Howard was working at the landfill Saturday afternoon when a dump truck and a payloader ran over him. He was pronounced dead at Jamestown Regional Medical Center. Authorities say the payloader was trying to push start the dump truck. No one was in the dump truck at the time. The operator of the payloader was not hurt.
Some residents say they're scared for their safety following vandalism in a secure apartment complex in South Fargo. They wonder if gang activity is to blame and contacted our whistleblower hotline wanting us to check it out. There's graffiti on dumpsters, garage doors, walls, and railings. The graffiti is even on every floor of the east stairwell of the apartment complex.
A lot of people are thinking gang related, just because there's, half the writing and stuff you can't even read.
We got really scared because I never see something like this before. Like here.
Fargo police tell us there's no reason to believe residents of the Southport Heights apartments are in danger. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 701-237-6576. Call that number and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
A Bemidji mom whose daughter has special needs is disappointed with her daughter's high school.
She says that her daughter received a letter in the mail inviting her to a special banquet for her academic achievements. But they later found out it was all a mistake. Her daughter wasn't actually invited.
Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer digs into what happened to this broken-hearted teenager and has more tonight about what the school district has to say about all of this.
It was so good to know the school was going to do that for her, and now when that wasn't their intention in the first place, it puts a different twist on the school.
Lori Winger's daughter, Anna, is a sophomore at Bemidji High School. She says her daughter has some learning disabilities.
She has like some cerebral palsy issues, but extremely low vision.
But when Anna got a letter in the mail saying the school was celebrating her success in school, Winger felt proud, not only of Anna, but of the school too.
I thought it was awesome that the high school would actually acknowledge students with special needs.
And you can imagine Anna's excitement. She and her mom even picked out a dress for the occasion. But that all changed when she got a voicemail from the school last week. The message said that letter wasn't supposed to be sent to Anna. What's more, it said she wasn't eligible to attend this banquet because she has what the school calls modified grading.
They didn't word it as a mistake. They said that it was not intended for her because she did not qualify.
And Winger tells us when she broke the news to Anna,
she just said, "Oh, because I'm in special ed."
You can just imagine how she felt. Now, we talked with the superintendent here at Bemidji Area Schools, Tim Lutz, and he tells us he genuinely feels bad about what happened and that it was a clerical error. But he says he wants to make it right for Anna, and that's exactly what Anna's mom wants too.
This is sad because, these kids, they try so hard, and, she does a very good job.
But the story doesn't end there. We just heard from Anna's mom who talked with the school's principal. He says Anna didn't qualify because students who are in special ed classes don't get a letter grade. And she tells us the principal says Anna can still attend the banquet. But Winger said no. Instead, Anna will be presented with a certificate and award by the principal this week to celebrate her hard work. In Bemidji, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
All of this got Anna's mom and the school principal talking about a new program where special education students are acknowledged for their high academic achievements. Winger tells us the principal is open to input from the community to help get that program in place.
There's a petition drive underway in Moorhead to get the city to apologize. It has to do with claims that the city illegally changed polling places at MSUM and Concordia. Back in January, the city council voted to remove voting booths from the universities. Mark Altenberg, a former city council member and a current Moorhead school board candidate, says that violates state law. He says a change of polling place locations needs to be in place by December 31st. Altenberg says the petition just wants the city to admit it made a mistake and apologize to the public.
Early voting is underway in Cass County today. You can cast your ballot this week from 10 in the morning until 7 at night at the Ramada Inn on 13th Avenue South, or the Fargo Dome on the north side, or the Doubletree by Hilton in West Fargo. Also, starting Wednesday and running through Friday, people can vote at the Days Inn in Castleton. The hours there are also 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The general election is a week from tomorrow, Tuesday, November 6th. Polls that day are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, we're going to go live for the unveiling of a new local video aiming to bring the community together.
Up next, where the self-proclaimed hottest band on earth will be playing.